guard works for the fact that I'm applying 4 pressures on him all at once. The first one is the choke threat. Is a constant and continual threat. The second one is a limb locking threat. If I'm over here, he has to constantly watch his arms, or I'm going to lock him, right? Then 3 is a sweep threat. If he's not on base, I'm going to be sweeping him. 4 is a back threat. If he bends down, I'm going towards back, right? And lastly, when you want to rocket yourself into the 5th dimension, if he's not holding me down, I'm coming up. And in my head, I sing that really bad 80s song. I'm coming up. You've got to hold me down. Or however it goes. So when I'm stuck in my own guard, and I'm reminded of the golden rules of grappling. What was fucking Chris Howard's golden rules again? 1, be the guy on top. 2, when on top, stay on top. 3, when in guard, you shall not pass. And get the fuck back on top. Don't forget rule number 1 and 2. Oh yeah. So now I'm going to try to go on top. That changes my game, right? He has to hold me down, hold me down. Hold me down, hold me down. Making him hold me down, this is what opens up all those other really cool things I want to do. So none of these moves, every single jiu-jitsu move is easily countered in isolation. I can counter all Josh's moves in isolation. I know I can, maybe 1 or 2 not. But when he fucking puts the combo on me, I'm fucked. So, over here. Oh shit! How did I end up there? Right? And that's the art of jiu-jitsu. Is putting this thing where right now you're learning this is how the pawn moves. No, it doesn't fucking move backwards. Stop doing that. Right? The knight jumps, not the rook. Oh, fuck. And so when you learn that part, then you learn standardized opening games that have been working for Maeda through fucking Galval, right? Standardized but jiu-jitsu. You gotta learn how to fucking chisel out the marble to reveal the pose. And the little weenie and nuts down there, right? Sorry. I had to say that. We're at the Met now. We're looking at sculptures, and Rob kept making penis comments. No, it was much more graphic. Okay, so let's just we'll come back. So, do you guys want me to keep going or a Q&A? Keep going. Okay. So the fundamental of the guard, of the closed guard, are the choke, the joint lock, this is the arm lock, however we do it, right? And the sweep. Those are the fundamental 3 moves that people who don't understand art, like the government, decide we're going to institute I want all my Marines and Army to understand the fundamentals of Jiu-Jitsu. We're going to institute this program. It's going to go for structure ABC. And you get all these guys who learn this stuff, but they can't really do it, right? Because it's not put in a way that they're getting the meat of it. So instead, you've got to do your fucking kettlebells. I always bag on kettlebells. Because I couldn't walk for 3 days after I did it. I was so mad at those fucking things. Okay, so I went and bought them. You know, I had my little set. And I had my little purple belts for showing me how to do them. And I'm like, this is fucking easy. And then the next day, I'm like, oh, Jesus. Okay, so I'm breaking them down over here. I want to use the combination of my chokes to enter my arm locks, to enter my sweeps. I want to use my sweeps to enter my arm locks. I want to use my arm locks to enter my chokes and sweeps, right? So that's a lot of information. And I'm not that smart. one of the things that indicates that clearly I'm not is I'm on this fucking mat and I'm 50 years old. Right? Okay, so I have to make it a simple thing. And the simple thing is I start everything by holding his hand.